Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Chariti Sinae. So I am back with another video, and today I am just doing my January favorites. Yes, once again this video is long overdue, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so the first thing I have is like a hair and skincare product, and this is the Shea Moisture 100% extra virgin coconut oil. And this is how it looks. This is a product that I've been using for quite some time now, say for probably like a month and a half, and it's really become a permanent part of my hair routine and my skincare routine because it really does hydrate and nourish my hair and my skin. But yeah, so with my hair, I go in with my leave-in conditioner, and then I go in with this, and it just really nourishes my hair, and it just leaves it so soft, and it just feels so fluffy, and I just become obsessed with it because I love the feeling of it. And it really does the same thing for my skin. And I mean, I've been struggling with my skin a lot lately, so when I put this on, it just leaves it so hydrated and soft. Especially like I put it on every night when I get out of the shower. I put it all over my body actually, and when I wake up the next morning, I feel like a baby's bottom, to be honest. Like, I just love the way my skin feels. So I mean, I have become like obsessed with this. Like, now I can't go without it. Like, now I need it. Okay, so this next item I have is also a skincare product, and this is the Somerville Acne treatment. So what you do is you can get like a piece of cotton or a cotton pad or a Q-tip or anything, and you just put some of it on there, and you just go only over the areas that you're breaking out in, or you can go over like some blemishes you have on your skin. And this is really good. I got this at Sephora, by the way, and this is so good. It has pink powder in here. It's a pink powder, and it is a liquid, but you do not shake it. Most people would think to shake it up, but you don't shake it, and it actually has do not shake on the lid, and it's like there so you can notice it, and it's really good. I've noticed that it has been working for me lately because I have been breaking out of nowhere, and I don't know why, but when I go over it with this, the next morning they're like dried up, because what it does is it just dries the bumps up so they can go away. So, and it's at Sephora. I believe it is $28. So it's not bad at all. So my next item is my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade, and it just has her symbol on it, of course. And this is in the shade Ebony. So what it is, it's like a deep brown. It almost looks black. And oh my goodness, like before I was using the Brow Wiz, I was only using like the little pencil, but I got this, and I know I am late, I already know, but this stuff is so good, and it's so creamy. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be so creamy at all. Like, it is super creamy. I was expecting it to be hard. Reasons why I stayed away from it. Like, this is more convenient for me than the pencil, because the pencil, you have to go over it, your eyebrows, like a million times so you can actually start seeing the product. But this, like, a little goes a long way, and I really like that about this product. So it's way more convenient if you ask me. Okay, so my next January yay is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Foundation, and I am in the shade 6W1 Sandalwood. And this is really good foundation. I underestimated this foundation. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And this was actually, I didn't even plan on getting this. One day at work, I just wanted a new foundation and I wanted more concealer. So I was going to get the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, and then one of my coworkers told me how I should try this one. So then there's this match machine that it has. It puts it to your, you can put it to your cheek, to your neck, and then to your arm, and it matches you perfectly. And this matches me perfectly, and I was so amazed by it, because usually, especially for darker skin complexions, it is hard to find a foundation that just matches your exact skin tone. And I was just really impressed that this really matched me. It says that it is for all skin types. It doesn't have like a matte finish, but it doesn't have a dewy finish either. Okay, so my next product is the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Waterproof Concealer. I am in the shade Medium Dark, which I don't think this is medium dark at all. I mean, it's not my version of medium dark anyway, but it's more so light to me. But just to show you guys the applicator, it's very thin, to be honest, so you might have to go over the areas like more than once, because I do. But at the same time, it's very smooth on the skin, and I like the way it blends out. However, it does dry fast, so I do under my eyes first, and then I go in and put it on my nose and in my forehead. And usually I just put it on all of my areas at once, and then I go in and blend it out. But this one dries too fast for me to do that. At first, I was on edge about the color, because if you haven't noticed, this is lighter than what I'll usually go for. But the way it blends out, you can't tell at all. So I think this concealer is very long lasting, and it is oil free, by the way, but I really love the finish of this. Okay, so the next thing I have are 2 lip products, and I have the NYX Lingerie. This is in the color French Maid, and then I have the Too Faced Lip Injections lip gloss, and that is how these look. And this is like my go-to, to be honest. Like, this is like my everyday lip. When I'm wearing makeup, more than likely I have this on top of either True Brown by Kylie, or I have in Chestnut by MAC. One of those 2 lip pencils. I'll have that under this. But I love this color. To me, it's an everyday color. This is very creamy, and I don't know if you guys know this, but they did extend this line, because there are only what, like maybe like 10 shades, I'm not sure, but they only had a little bit of shades, I know that, and then they came out with more. However, it does, like, once it dries, after maybe a few hours, it does become a little bit uncomfortable, because it's a little bit too dry. And the Too Faced lip injections, I do see a difference. It doesn't last all day, so if you're looking for something that lasts all day, you might want to go and get some real lip injections, because this doesn't do that. It lasts for a little bit, and some people put it on, wipe it off, and put on another lip product just because they like the results. But if you want it to last all day, you might have to reapply it sometimes. But you can tell it's working when it's stinging. And sometimes it stings a little too much, because I'll be like, oh my goodness, like, why does it have to do that? But it does work, and I do like it. So now I have to look into getting like a full size. And my last 2 products are palettes. And I mean, this first palette, y'all probably already seen it coming, but it is the Royal Peach palette by Kylie Jenner. Look at that. How could this not, I mean, if you have this, I mean, I think I'm just dumb at this point. If you have this palette, how can you not? So yeah, if you have this palette, how can this not be a part of your favorites? That's crazy. Do you see the color and the fact that she put in an actual brush this time? I'm just so in love with this. I find myself wanting to use this palette every time I do my makeup. It's just so pretty, and the color scheme of it is just so great, and the formula, these are really pigmented shadows, and I honestly think this is probably the best palette she has came out with. And I mean, she did her thing with this palette. Like, she really had an idea in mind and she killed it, and I'm in love with all of the colors. So my next palette is the Morphe 35F palette. Let's just open it so you guys can see why. And the reason this is one of my favorites is because I'm finding myself going in this palette a lot, just because it has, like, to me, you can do a different look and a creative look every day out of this palette, because it has the perfect shades and it has the perfect transition colors in it. Like, all at the bottom are the matte shades, if you can't tell, and I feel like those are the perfect transition colors. And then the rest of them are shimmery shades, and I just feel like those are like all the shimmery shades you could ever need or ask for. So, and that's why I've been finding myself going through it a lot, because I feel like all I'll ever need is in this palette, unless you want to do something extremely creative and you want bright colors and all that, then this palette is not for you. But for the perfect neutral loving person, well, neutral color loving person, I feel like you'd have a heart attack looking at this. Okay, so now for my January nays, which means no, they did not work. I only have two though, so that's a good thing. My first one is and I really don't like this. I'm kind of sad about this. It is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15 Hour Wear Foundation. And that's how it looks. And if you could tell, I have used a lot of this, but the reason it is a nay for me is because this is the reason my skin has been acting up the way it has been, because this has been my go-to since I got it. You know, well, more than the others, but you know, I kind of took a break from it to see how my skin would act, and then I started back wearing it to see how my skin would act, and I just think that this is what has been making me break out. And it saddens me, because this is good foundation. Oh my goodness, this foundation is really good. However, whatever they put in it, whatever ingredients, one of these ingredients has just not been for my skin. My skin has just been saying, no ma'am, do not put that on me no more. So I'm so sorry, but yeah, it's what it is. Okay, and my next thing, I'm very disappointed at this too, and I'm just very sad about it, and it honestly hurts me to say this, but it is the Vanity Planet Spa System. And let me just open it for you guys so you guys can see. Oh, no, not fall out. So yeah, that ain't gonna work. Let's try and hold it up and see. So as you can see, it comes with an electric brush, and then it comes with 3 brush heads. So you have an exfoliating brush, you have like 2 exfoliating brushes, and then 1 like cleansing brush. And the cleansing brush is this one, which is just basically more gentle than the 2 exfoliating brushes, and it has 2 levels. It has that level, and then it has that level, where it's going a little bit faster than the first level, so just when you want to really get up in there. And the reason that this is a nay for me is because when I'm using it and I have breakouts and I have bumps, you know, and I'm going over it, I'm finding that it's ripping, you know, the bumps. And when I go down to rinse my face, I come back up and there's blood where the bumps are. And that's what's been causing a lot of my scarring. And I was wondering where so many of my blemishes and scars were coming from. Because, I mean, when the bumps would decide to get up and go, they would leave a mark. And I'm like, what is happening? Why? And it's been because of that. And because of that, I've had to stop using it. And I'm mad because everybody on YouTube that I'm subscribed to loves this thing. But however, everybody on YouTube that I am subscribed to, they already have perfectly clear skin, so that's why it's probably working for them. So if you're having trouble with your skin and you're having breakouts, I don't think anybody should get this, because I just think it's going to really, I don't think it's going to damage your skin, but it's going to rip your skin basically. It's just going to make the bumps bleed. So, and I was going gentle because they say not to apply too much pressure up against your skin when you're using it. So I was making sure, you know, I was going in circular motions, really gentle, and that didn't help. So I feel like the only people who can use this is people who just, you know, want to keep their skin perfect the way it is, which really disappoints me because there's so much talk about this. But I mean, when there's a lot of talk about one product, you really need to pay attention to who the talk is coming from. And that's just what it is. I'm thirsty, I'm parched. Speaking of favorites, this Starbucks is one of my favorites, but my specific favorite is the white chocolate mocha. It is bomb.com, and I only like it iced. I only like it cold. I don't like it hot. I mean, well, the hot one is good, but I just prefer mine with some ice in it because I just feel like it's so refreshing with ice. That kind of completes my January favorites, yays and nays. So, you know, if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up for me. Actually, if you don't even like it, still give it a thumbs up. I'm being dead honest. So remember to also comment and subscribe, and be sure to go check out my previous video of me doing my Valentine's Day look. That's pretty much it. You know, I really appreciate everyone who has watched it, and thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next one.